Hi, it's Mal, and today I'm filming a video on Carmilla, the web series. You may or may not know that today is Carmilla Season 2, Episode 1. And if you need a reason to watch it, lesbian vampires? Okay, maybe I'll elaborate a bit on that, but that's all you need, right? Technically it's only one lesbian vampire, but you get the point. The first episode of Carmilla starts with an introduction to a freshman called Laura. She goes to Silas University and she is adorable. She is going out partying with her best friend slash roommate Betty, but Betty never comes back from the party, and she asked around for all the frat guys and party goers whether they've seen anything, and they are no help whatsoever. And then no one is listening to her when she says that her best friend has been kidnapped. And then this mysterious girl turns up and she's convinced that she's Laura's roommate for some reason. And while dealing with a quite attractive new roommate, she realizes that more girls than just Betty have disappeared, and she's like, why is no one doing anything about this and everything bad is happening? Why? So she befriends this girl called Danny, very tall, and there's some flirting, and they try to work out why all of these girls are missing, but they can't exactly do that. Along with Danny, she has her friends Perry, who is the mother of the group, and LaFontaine, who is a non-binary student, and all three of them are ginger. LaFontaine is also kind of a mad scientist type, and Perry cleans when she's upset. And then they find out that Carmilla is a vampire. Well, Laura was a bit clueless. Perry is not having any of it. After even more flirting, but this time between Carmilla and Laura, they figure out, even though Perry is having none of it, that Carmilla is most likely, probably, definitely a vampire. So Laura tries seducing her to find out whether she's a vampire, and it goes very badly. So when you realise that your roommate goes missing and is replaced by a vampire, the obvious conclusion of that is that Carmilla is trying to kidnap everyone and it's all Carmilla's fault. So they turn on her, and they may or may not tie her to a chair with ropes and garlic, even while knowing that Carmilla is way more dangerous than is probably safe to hang around with. Laura still develops feelings for her, and adorableness ensues, and fighting and hilarity. So there's a nearly all female cast. It's filmed in the style of like filmed on a Mac, and Laura is talking directly to you, while Carmilla is normally in the background looking 500% done with everything. Once she did the thing where she was going in between her fingers with a stake, and one time she just collapsed back on her bed with a spellbook over her going because yes, there is a great fandom on Tumblr for Carmilla, and Carmilla is actually a multimedia web series, because there's the YouTube videos and then the characters have Twitters which correlate to what they would be doing. All of the characters are so lovable. You just want, and really sweet, and just they're amazing. The actors are really cool as well, and once you're done watching Carmilla, you should probably watch all of the pillow talks that they did with Sarah and Adriana, because amazing. It's just never have I ever. And one point, Natasha, who plays Carmilla, was telling a story about Elise, who plays Laura, how Elise wanted to use Natasha's lip balm, but she didn't want to put it like directly on her face, so she asked whether she could dab her finger in it. So Natasha exclaimed quite loudly in the middle of a restaurant that her tongue had literally been inside her mouth. It's also really easy to just watch, because you just put them in a playlist and then it just plays, because it's 37 episodes of like 3 to 7 minute videos. The web series is based on a novella by Sheridan Le Fanu, and it was written years before Dracula was, and it's about this lady vampire who tries seducing women and eats them, because why not? There's also some really funny things like Carmilla beating up frat boys. Also, the vampires are done really well. Like, really well. And second season, like, now, so that's a thing. And my final reason for everyone to watch Carmilla is because Natasha Negavalis, though, can we just? She is a very beautiful woman. Let's just leave it at that, shall we? And that's why you should watch Carmilla. Bye.